I know this is probably going to touch a heartstring, right? It was a big deal back then. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So there was a whole lot of damage, and a
Trees
big
down
tree
everywhere.
went through the shed, and then every one of the neighbours came over. Every one of the neighbours came over and said, "What can we do? How can we help?"
And the whole street was the same. It wasn't just us. I mean, everybody pitched in, everybody.
We came here just on 20 years ago, and our hobbies were entertaining. So this house fitted everything. It has a number of bedrooms, and we had people come and put their caravans down for weekends and camped if that was what they wanted to do. And we did lots and lots of entertaining. So there was always barbecues and poetry nights. But they were mostly in winter when we could have the fire going and everybody had to write their own poems.
When you bought here, was the mega shed already here?
No, that particular factory was purpose-built for the 46-foot, 15-metre yachts that I was building. It's been an absolute bonus to have that. It's on three-phase power and separately metered, so it's been easy to separate power bills for business purposes, etc., etc. We didn't appreciate, when we came here, we loved the idea of the dam. We didn't appreciate what an asset it is. There's a 7 or 8 horsepower pump over there in the corner of the dam, and there's about 25 sprinklers throughout the property. I've never seen this dam in the 20 years down more than a metre, and it's about 8 metres deep in the middle. It's a huge dam.
Brent's irrigated a good percentage of the property from the dam.
Oh yes, there's underground pipes everywhere. The only issue with the underground pipes is that Chris's brothers seem to have a panache of finding them with a pitchfork.
The wildlife here is fantastic.
Oh
Yeah, well, we're just talking before we got on camera, the kangaroos. You guys had a bunch of kangaroos down here.
I've counted mobs of up to 15.
And we've had koalas here. We have koalas.
And water dragons down here. We see lots of water dragons.
Ducks everywhere.
Ducks. Yeah.
I want to talk about your neighbours, because when we first met, we were talking about, if you remember, the tornado a few years ago, right? And you guys obviously had a fair bit happen, and the whole of Tamborine did, from trees and all those sorts of things. And I remember you telling me the story about the neighbours and how much help they were to you guys. And I know this is probably going to touch a heartstring, right? It was a big deal back then. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We had a fair bit of damage, and we were quite shell-shocked. Brent had not long been diagnosed with an illness.
I hadn't been diagnosed at that stage.
So you hadn't.
No.
Actually, he was very ill, but we didn't know why. So there was a whole lot of damage, and a
Trees
big
down
tree
everywhere.
went through the shed, and then every one of the neighbours came over. Every one of the neighbours came over and said, "What can we do? How can we help?"
Everybody around here's got machinery of one type or another, so we were into them with chainsaws, and the whole street was the same. It wasn't just us. I mean, everybody pitched in everywhere. Now, this house is actually wired for an external generator, which I have up there. So we've never been in a pickle when we have had power outages.
It's one of the most amazing stories, and I really think that a buyer that's going to take this over, we want to make sure that this either goes to a family that's going to love it, or someone that's going to be able to get good use of it, so that all these amazing memories can be made again for someone else.
It was fantastic.
There's a place to work and a place to live. It's been
Brilliant, yeah.
exemplary, really.
Well, look, I appreciate you guys jumping on camera. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster. I have no doubt from the moment we leave the market to when we're sold. But it's going to be an exciting time as well. 20 years of amazing memories here, and there's many more memories to come in the future. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.